Hello everybody, welcome back for another video. Hope you're all doing well and that you're all having a great day. There's a lot going on right now. I have a lot of energy, I have a lot of adrenaline, so if during the video you see it get a little weird, it's just because of all the stuff that's actually happening. It's more of a bit of an update for everything that's been going on this channel. For those of you who do not know or have not been aware for the last 18 hours, Bitcoin is above 20,000 US dollars. We pushed, it was a very easy push. We went to $20,400 and then $20,700 and then we went to $21,000 and then we went to $22,000 and the latest news that we had was I think we hit 23,400 US dollars in the course of an 8, 9, 10, 11 hour time span. So the entire market's going completely insane right now. All the other coins are also shooting up as well. But there's a lot of stuff that we actually have to discuss. I mentioned some of this already on the other channel, just because I think there are like two kind of different viewer bases on this channel, and I'm not exactly sure, but I want to make sure that everyone has this information so that there's no, oh my gosh, I didn't hear about all of this stuff happening because you weren't able to watch stuff on the other channel. One of the major things that happened last night was that the Federal Reserve was having a meeting and discussing if they were going to raise or lower interest rates, pretty much indicating their future prospects for the US economy. What ended up happening was they said that they're going to keep the interest rates as close to zero as possible. It's between 0 and 0.25. The issue with this is that they lower interest rates or keep them low in an effort to try and get people to take out debt to boost up the economy. But no one has been taking out debt because the economy is looking absolutely terrible. And therefore, this was a bullish signal for Bitcoin, if you will. We also got news that apparently the Federal Reserve and many other countries around the world, but Federal Reserve because the US dollar is a reserve currency, they plan on continuing to buy $120 billion worth of bonds and worth of securities to help boost the market or make the market look like it's actually going up. The same exact time, they're going to still be printing more money to push into other markets and to push into other things. And we also had news last night, it's not officially confirmed, but that they may make another stimulus package worth around $900 billion. We're still waiting on the actual finalization of all that things, and then we'll definitely talk about it because it's going to have a profound effect on Bitcoin's price and also on the inflation rate and devaluation of the US dollar. While that meeting I told you it was going to happen. While the meeting for the Federal Reserve was taking place on, I think it was Bloomberg TV, there was a discussion that this guy was having, and I was just telling the other people about it. And they were basically asking the guy, he is from the Guggenheim Fund. If you don't know the Guggenheim family, Google them. They are incredibly wealthy. So basically they're asking this guy, you know, that's pretty cool. We just saw that Bitcoin pass by 20,000. What are you thinking about the actual prospect for Bitcoin's price? And he's like, yeah, we've been actually looking at this for a while and so and so and so. And the host cuts him off and goes, what do you think Bitcoin's price should currently be? And the guy from the Guggenheim Fund goes, well, Bitcoin should be around 400,000 US dollars. You can hear the guy, the host, go like kind of written, and I'm not joking. He actually chokes and you can hear it. And as the guy continues talking, explaining why it's 400,000, the host goes, wait, hold on. We need to talk about that. You just said that Bitcoin should be $400,000. What is that based on? And the guy goes, scarcity. If you haven't seen my other video on Bitcoin scarcity and how little there actually is, and even more so, since that time when I made that video, first of all, thank you very much for watching that video. It's a very popular video of mine. I haven't had the time to be able to make another video to show you how much other Bitcoin has been purchased. There was a company a day later who announced that they were buying $100 million worth of Bitcoin. Another one said $15 million. Grayscale purchased, I think, 4,000 more Bitcoin. MicroStrategy purchased another, I think it was like a couple million or something like that. But then they also announced that they were going to be having that fund for another, I think, $550 million worth of Bitcoin. And then earlier today, we had another company who just announced that by early 2021, they're going to be putting $1 billion, not $500 million, $1 billion into both Bitcoin and Ethereum. So as you can see, this is a lot going on all at one time. Part of the really spectacular part of all of this is that Every single day we get news like this. It's not like we had news like that 4 weeks ago. The news is kind of dry. Every day we get news that there is a bank getting into cryptocurrency, that there's an institution buying up Bitcoin, that there's an insurance company buying up Bitcoin, that there's a bank making a cryptocurrency exchange, there's a family office buying up Bitcoin. And it's never small amounts. And that's really the part that has to be kind of honed in on. There's only 21 million Bitcoin, but there's not really 21 million Bitcoin. Watch the other video. I'm not going to go on that 33-minute rant once again to explain to all of you the scarcity of Bitcoin. The other part is that institutions within the space, I'm not sure if they're slipping, I'm not sure if they're saying it on purpose. They've all indicated that they've actually been into Bitcoin since between 2014 and 2017. Very interesting point and time. This tells me that they've all been sharing or have had the exact same information between themselves for a number of years, which is also a little nefarious isn't the word, but it's more of a many of them told everyone else, hey, don't get into that because it's evil, while they were all buying it up at the exact same time. If this guy from the Guggenheim Fund can say clearly, there was no hesitation, there was no stutter, Bitcoin should currently at the moment be 400,000 US dollars. What does that mean for the other institutions? This probably means they have the exact same information. Remember when we were talking about before, when JP Morgan Chase came forward and said that they believe that Bitcoin was going to start eating into gold. You can find the article, type in JP Morgan Chase gold Bitcoin. You can find it. They basically say that they have seen and are going to continue seeing that people are going to start selling off their gold and their gold ETFs to push into Bitcoin. Along with the devaluation of the US dollar, that's when Citibank came forward and said that by next year, they see Bitcoin's price rising to 300,000. That's where, when that guy said 400,000, I was like, the numbers are far too close. The lowest estimate that we've seen was the guy from Plan B, who said that Bitcoin's price, the low ball for him was, I think, 288,000 US dollars by next year. Citibank says 300,000. This guy from Guggenheim says that Bitcoin should currently be 400,000 US dollars based off of actual scarcity. Every single bank, every institution, they're probably not even sharing. They probably have all come to the exact same conclusion. This is why they're trying to buy up as much as possible. This also then makes sense as to why you as a company would be constantly putting in $250 million, $500 million, or wanting to allocate $1 billion as quick as possible into this asset class. So, to bring it on home, once again, this is just a recap, if you will, for those of you who haven't seen this actual news. The market's going completely insane right now. The estimates are that it's going to completely continue going insane as the numbers continue to come in. Every single day, more people are buying Bitcoin, and that could be you and your friends. You could be buying 1/100th of a Bitcoin, 1/10 of a Bitcoin, 1/4 of a Bitcoin. The issue is that all that little buying still equals an entire Bitcoin as time ends up going on. And then you have the institutions who are buying 4, 5, 6, 7,000 per day. Once again, we know that PayPal and Square are also buying 900 per day. There are 900 created by the actual network per day. I just want everybody to have this information. That's basically the point of this video, and I think even the point of both the channels. I had situations before where years ago I was telling people about crypto, and I had a couple of people who came forward and told me it was kind of like oh man, I wish you had told me. So I don't want you to be left out. I don't want you to feel left out. I want you to know that if you have this information to be able to figure out how to enter the market yourself, figure out if you want to enter the market, or if you have any friends who are somewhat skeptical, send them these videos just so they kind of maybe get it into their head, because I think it takes for all of us, we need kind of like an aha moment to really understand what the cryptocurrency space is. Last point to make, for those of you who don't know, who may be relatively new to the market, earlier this year, we went through what's called a Bitcoin halving, where the amount of Bitcoin that comes out of the machine was cut in half. It's called a halving, and therefore cut in half. So The idea is that every 4 years, the supply will get cut in half that's coming out of the machine per day. And this will continue until the year 2140 when the last Bitcoin will be mined. What have you. That's 100-something years away. We'll worry about it when we get to that actual point. If banks and institutions, based on the current scarcity of Bitcoin, are estimating or saying or have come to the conclusion that Bitcoin should be anywhere between 288,000 to 400,000 US dollars per coin now, during this halving, what does that mean when we have the next halving in 2024? When Bitcoin's reward gets cut in half and we have a solid 3 to 4 years of non-stop buying. What does that mean when the halving at 2028 happens? What does that mean during 2032? You see where I'm going with all of this? So, if you're in the market, count yourself lucky. There are still billions of people on the planet who know nothing about this market. It is the early movers, the early investors who are going to be the most profitable. And I firmly believe if we are moving to a place where Bitcoin is going to be the world reserve currency, you are setting yourself up to be some of the richest people on this planet. And I don't say that as like just a statement. It's clear where all of this is going. If we're talking about the end of the US dollar, the devaluation of the US dollar, and Bitcoin only has to go to, I think, $240,000, $250,000 to be able to surpass the value of the US dollar. And they're saying 400K this year or next year, not, like as in what Bitcoin's value should actually be. You get my gigantic hint. Anyway, yes, that is going to do it for this video. I do hope you all enjoyed. I have so much stuff going on. I'm really proud of myself for not like kind of freaking out during the video because my brain is going in all directions right now trying to figure out what to do. My phone keeps vibrating because people are constantly contacting me, so there's a lot going on. It's a very exciting time. I do hope you all enjoyed. I do hope you all are having a great day, a great morning, a great afternoon, a great evening, wherever you are, wherever you might be on this crazy planet. I do hope that it is absolutely fantastic. Thank you all once again for watching and or listening, and I will most certainly be talking to you all soon. See you.